Hey guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, The Bright Side Girl, and today we're going to be starting a new reading vlog. So, Not So Scary-a-thon has ended. I will link the vlogs, whichever are available, up in the cards for you guys if you want to go and check them out. But I am planning on really pushing some fall Halloween themed reads for the rest of the month. So I'm going to try and vlog as much of it as I can. There will be at least one vlog, if not 2 or 3. I might do one per week. I also have a few Halloween and fall themed activities that I want to take you guys with. So we're just going to do like a whole spooky season reading vlog for the rest of the month. If that sounds good, then just keep watching. Today is Monday, Columbus Day, so we didn't have shipping today, so I'll be going tomorrow. I started a buddy read with my friend Bella. We are reading 7 Half-Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, or Evelyn Hardcastle. I thought this was the 7 1/2 deaths, but it's 7 half-deaths. So we'll see what that's about. I know this is an adult murder mystery. There might be some like time travel Groundhog Day stuff in there. I am not sure, but everybody has been telling me to read this. It's a longer audio, so we're buddy reading it together. And then I physically started reading a different book that I'll talk to you guys about a little bit later. So that's the plan for right now. It's 5 p.m. I'm gonna go clean and get some stuff done. And 2 hours into the audiobook, I'm liking it so far, but I'm not obsessed yet. So I'll just keep checking in with you, and yeah, we'll just have a great week together. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. So I just got home a little bit ago from work, and I was just sitting down. I was gonna watch some TV, and then I thought I was hearing thunder, but sometimes this sounds silly, but sometimes when my neighbors pull their trash cans from the street into their house, I feel like that's thunder. I just didn't think anything of it. And then all of a sudden there was like all of this thunder and torrential rain, and then the power went off and everyone on the street lost power just for like 5 minutes, and then it came back. We're having like a little bit of a spooky evening. Anyway, thought I would check in. I got halfway into 7 Half-Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, and I'm liking it. The narrator is good, but it's a little bit easy to zone out, so I'm trying not to binge it too much to where I'm not gonna like notice everything that's happening, because there's a lot. The character like inhabits different characters' bodies to try and solve a mystery, and you gotta figure out like who the murderer is, but also like why he's like time jumping and inhabiting different bodies. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm buddy reading with my friend Bella. And then I also started The Creeps by John Connolly, which is the 3rd book in the Gates trilogy. It's just a middle grade trilogy about a young boy and his dog, and his neighbors open a portal to hell, and so this is the conclusion. It's just one of the series that I need to finish, so I listened to a little bit of that as well. Jeff will be home soon. It's about 6:15, and he's gonna take me to dinner tonight, which is really sweet. So I got slightly ready. I'm wearing a sweater like it's cold enough. I figured it's rainy. It's really not cold enough, but we're gonna pretend. I also wanted to pop in because I got some book mail from Thrift Books. Sometimes it turns out good and sometimes it doesn't, but they always take care of it if it doesn't. So I got Alice in Zombieland, which is the first in a series that I have all of them but that one, so I finally got it. I finally got Her Dark Curiosity, which is part of the Madman's Daughter trilogy. I think I'm still missing the second one. I was kind of waiting to see if I found them, but I never did, so it's one of my favorite series, so I got that. And then I got Teeth in the Mist by Donka Turgic, which we will probably read during one of these vlogs. So she wrote And the Trees Crept In, which I recently listened to, so you can check out my September wrap-up, and The Dead Houses. Her books are dark. They have some trauma type stuff in them. They're very creepy and scary, but for some reason I still like them. They're done really well. They usually have some kind of mixed media as well, which I really love, and they're just done really well. But they're very creepy, lots of trigger warnings. This is definitely like very much pushing the envelope, but this is the last one of hers, so I figured I might as well check them all out. So I just wanted to give you a reading update, and I will check in more with you tomorrow. I'm going to do some Halloween/Christmas hunting, listen to some more of my audiobook, maybe start a new audiobook as well, because I don't want to get too far ahead of my friend Bella, all kinds of stuff like that. So that's what's happening on Tuesday. Hey guys, it is Friday at 4:30 p.m. I haven't checked in with you for a couple days, but I'm here and I have some updates. I went shopping today because I had to take Jeff to work. He works about 40 minutes from here, and there are a bunch of like Home Goods and Ross's and stuff, so I spent like most of the morning shopping, listening to my audiobook and getting some Christmas stuff and some Halloween stuff. I am still listening to the 7 Half-Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I'm liking it. Things are starting to finally unravel. I have an hour left. I'm kind of wanting it to be done. It's a little bit slower and longer than I was like wanting it to be. I was hoping it'd be one of those books, because it's like 17 and a half hours, that would just like fly by because of the type of like murder mystery, time jump, Groundhog Day theme it is. But it's a little bit on the long side, so I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about the final reveal, but I need to finish this up. The reason I'm still listening to it is that yesterday and the day before I listened to The Pumpkin Queen by Shea Earnshaw because I only had 2 days left on my hold and I knew that the wait would be too long. So I finished that up. I am still processing my feelings on it. I feel like it's going to be very polarizing. It takes some getting used to having it like in book form and audiobook form versus like the movie. It follows mostly Sally. We have some stuff with the different trees and the different holidays, which was kind of cool. There's a couple things in here that didn't entirely make sense. I feel like this probably should have been a middle grade book and it would have been a little bit more like fun to follow. I still thought it was cute. I just didn't love it as much as I was wanting to. I feel like they're probably going to make more. Shea Earnshaw did like a really good job though, like capturing like as much of the spirit as she could with it being in book form. So I'd probably still recommend it because it's extremely short. Probably like a 3.75. Last night or the night before, I finished Seance Tea Party. This is just a graphic novel. I picked up a ton of graphic novels from the library and I wanted to read like a bunch of fall graphic novels to like get me in the mood. Oh, I forgot I needed to go to the library and pick up a couple more. Oh, I might have to do that later. So I finished this in one sitting. This is basically about a girl that thinks she's a witch and she's like 12 and she's growing up, but she doesn't want to be growing up. She still wants to like play make-believe and have imaginary friends, but her friends have kind of moved past that, so it's kind of her dealing with that. And she has an imaginary ghost best friend. It was really cute. Probably like a 3.75. The art's really cute as well. Just a fun little coming of age graphic novel. Then I'm physically reading Alice in Zombieland. I am 45 pages into this and I'm really enjoying it. It's very weird. It's very different than what I expected. It starts off really strange. It's such a pretty book. So cool. I'm liking this a lot better than her other book that I read. She has like a time travel one or something. I can't remember. Like, I don't remember what it was called, but I didn't really love it. She writes very YA. So this is not a fantasy, this is set in modern times. So enjoying it. Now I'm trying to decide. I have 3 days left on 2 audiobooks that I was hoping to get to for Not So Scary-a-thon and it didn't happen. And I can't decide which one to get to. So I think I'm gonna text my friend Bella or put up a poll. I've got House of Hollow, which is only a 9-hour audio, so I know for sure I can finish it. And then we have Shades of Rust and Ruin, which I don't own, but it's a new release by A.G. Howard. It's got all the Halloween vibe. I'd really prefer to read this like the week of Halloween, because it's literally like set around Halloween, but I'm worried that if I return either of these books, that I won't get them back in time. Like the requests will be too long. So I'm not sure what to do. I'm gonna ask some people what they think. I own House of Hollow. I feel like it's more popular, so the wait might be longer. I'm not sure. That's my plan for starting things next. Now I gotta put away all the stuff that I bought. I'm gonna start decorating my front porch for Halloween. I did it for fall and then I just left it because I knew I was gonna decorate it like Pirates Halloween themed, because I'm gonna start changing over the living room, the kitchen, the front porch, and the back porch over to Pirates Halloween as much and as extravagantly as I can. So I'm going to put away a lot of the things that won't work for Pirates and leave my office and my bedroom and maybe the bathroom the same, because I'm not sure how much stuff I'll have that will like cross over. Like I can use my skeletons and things like that. So we're going to start with the front porch. So I think I'm going to take you and show you what I'm doing. I don't really have a plan, like a full plan. So we're going to kind of wing it. I've got some skeletons. I've got some wine barrels. I've got some treasure chests. I might have to make some things. I think I'm going to make some wreaths. So that's the plan now while I finish my audiobook, because I need to get this done. So we're just gonna get started. Okay, I'm gonna show this in my Halloween house tour, but this is the setup right now. Got a couple Halloween things in here, but I really just need to take almost all of this and put it away. So that's step one, clean slate. Okay, it was too loud to like chat with you out there, but I think it looks pretty good so far. I need to do like the front part of the bench. I'm probably gonna I have like a little treasure chest type thing from Jeff, and I think I'm gonna fill it with some fake like pearls and things like that. Put a few more bottles. I don't want to waste all of my pirate-esque decor out there because I still have to do a bunch of other places. So I might not do a whole lot more until I do the rest of the house. I still have 40 minutes of my audiobook because I had a phone call. But yeah, so far so good. Hopefully this is fun. Hey guys, it's Saturday at 6 p.m. You're gonna see me like this for a while. I just did a couple little add-in clips for the last 2 hauls that I filmed because I got a couple more things. So Jeff and I had a little bit of late start today. We got up a little later than normal, but we went and had lunch. We got him a new phone because he broke his phone this weekend. Technically I got the new phone and he's getting my old phone because I used mine for work and stuff, so he upgraded me. I'm a little bit salty about it because the libraries are getting rid of Overdrive and switching completely over to Libby. I don't like the format of Libby, so I used Overdrive. And they were supposed to give us till February, but when I went to download it on the new phone, it doesn't even let you download it. So I have to learn to switch to Libby right away. And I hate the way it's formatted. I know it's just different, but it's also just, I just feel like it's confusing and there's like a lot going on. I liked the simplicity of Overdrive. So last night I finished the 7 Half Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, and it was kind of a disappointment. I found it very confusing, just kind of all over the place. There was so much going on and so many twists and turns, which I normally love, but I felt like, I don't know, I just didn't love the way that it wrapped everything up. It was a solid like 3.5 star for me. I thought it was gonna for sure be a 5 star, and it was not, but I would probably still recommend it. It's very unique and it's very well thought out, but you definitely, like my friend said, she needed a flow chart to keep track of all the characters. And I think in the physical book, it does actually have a chart of all the characters and who they are. I feel like you almost need to like sit down and read it and then like study while you're doing it to like help solve the murder mystery. So yeah, it just wasn't my favorite. It had some wild twists and turns, but I felt like it was just kind of all over the place and a few things still don't make sense to me. But then I started Shades of Rest and Ruin last night, so I found out through Overdrive that there were less holds on House of Hollow, so I should be able to get that before the end of October. Now I have probably 1.5 days to finish this book, so I'm going to try to get in at least an hour tonight, a couple hours tomorrow, and then get up really early and finish it on Monday morning. So I think I have 5.5 hours total. I'm loving it though. I literally only listened to 20 minutes, and it has like all of the Halloween vibe. She's talking about trick-or-treating and then her family is like dying on Halloween. The whole story is like there's like a curse on her family and like somebody dies on Halloween every year. And then she has these characters that she draws in her sketchbook that I think at some point are going to come to life. I would really like to save this one for Halloween week, but I don't think I'll get it back in time. So while we were driving today though, I got to 100 pages in Alice in Zombieland, so pretty proud. I got a nice big chunk done. This is confusing and it feels kind of like a fever dream, which I kind of like because it's giving me that like Lost in Wonderland vibe, but we're not anywhere. Like, she's kind of got hallucinations happening in the real world and you're trying to figure out whether she's going to be crazy like her dad or what's actually happening. It still has that like young kind of bratty language about it that I don't love, but it's doable. It's fine. So hoping it kind of picks up pace a little bit because I really want to get into the story some more, especially because it's such a huge series. But I'm liking it so far and it's going fairly quickly. So I'm going to go listen to some of my audiobook and then we're just going to make dinner, probably watch a slightly spooky movie tonight. And yeah, if we do anything fun or if I finish any more, I will check back in. Hey guys, happy Sunday. So I am currently at my parents' house, just hanging out here today, and I'm going to work a little later tonight. I am trying desperately to finish Shades of Rust and Ruin because I'm absolutely loving it. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about it later, but I have 3 hours left and I think I have the hold available until tomorrow at 11. So I'm going to try to get a big chunk of it done today, tonight, maybe the whole thing if I can. Usually I don't do good when I'm at other people's houses, but over here right now, I'm going to listen to it while I pick my mom's pomegranates because their pomegranates are ready. So I thought I'd take you with me because it'd be kind of fun, and I wanted to show you this cool little fall area that they have. My dad's listening to football, but they have this little swing. We had this little area where we would have like a table, and there's just pretty leaves everywhere. There's not as many on it. I may have waited too long, but we're going to try and get as many as we can. All right, happy afternoon. It is Tuesday, October 18th. It's been a little bit since I have checked in. Sorry, I had a really busy, kind of tiring day yesterday. A couple of things. I'm gonna make this vlog 2 weeks, so we're gonna keep going for this week, and then I will make Halloween week its own separate reading vlog. Hopefully I can get everything up in time because I'm still editing the Not So Scary vlog, part 2. I'm still physically reading Alice in Zombieland, so I've got that going. I'm at like 120 pages in, so not super far. I really want to finish it in the next couple days so I can hopefully get 2 physical books in this week. Then I finished Shades of Rust and Ruin by A.G. Howard on audiobook. I just barely got this one in. I think I finished it like 20 minutes before it was due back to the library. I loved it. It was super fun. It was probably like a 4.5 star, like not quite a 5 star, but so close. It had so many good things going for it. It had all the Halloween vibes. It had the Halloween curse. It had like talks about like different types of like food, and they seemed kind of magical, and there was a bakery. There was all this mystery. There was a Goblin King. There were fae. It was so good. It left on a pretty massive cliffhanger, so I'm going to be anxiously awaiting the next book. I'm so excited for it. So definitely recommend checking this one out. I just love A.G. Howard. Then I also finished Asylum by Madeleine Roux yesterday on audiobook. This was only like a 6.5 hour audio, so it took me about 3 hours to finish while I was working. I've been meaning to get to this for forever. First up, not as scary as the cover looks. I've been putting this off because I was worried it was going to be too scary. It's about a teen boy that goes to like this prestigious boarding school for the summer, and it was once like an asylum, kind of unraveling these weird mysterious things that are happening and finding like pictures of things that they did back in the 1800s, I think, and he realizes they were trying to like rehabilitate serial killers. I know that sounds really scary. It really wasn't. It was actually kind of dull. I had heard some people complaining this was kind of more like a middle grade style writing. It's definitely like very young adult in the writing style. It has like a younger vibe about it than some of the other young adult books, even than her other series, but I believe this was her first series. Fun, like quick read. It was a little bit slow and not quite like the vibes that I wanted, but I probably will read the next book in the series to decide if I want to read them all because they're so short. So finished that one. Then I started as a reread The School for Good and Evil by Saman Shinani because the movie comes out in a couple days. I thought it was going to be a TV show, but I guess it's a movie. And I wanted to reread it real quick before. So a couple hours into this one already because Polly Lee is the narrator and she's amazing. And I love being back in this world so much. It's a middle grade book. It's got Potter style vibes, but it's its own unique thing. So good. So that's what's happening reading wise. Today I am going to film my Halloween house tour, which might be up already by the time you see this, so look for it. And I gotta clean all the rooms so that I can do the Halloween house tour. Then once I do that, I'm gonna start switching more things over to Pirates for the party because we have less than 2 weeks now. I'm gonna make a Kraken pie today because I have to practice. I wanna make this Kraken pie for the party, and I'm not entirely sure if my skill level is there. So we're gonna practice today. We're gonna make some pumpkin soup for dinner, and I've gotta edit some videos, do some more regular work. Gotta watch Bachelor in Paradise tonight. Hopefully read. It's going to be a whole thing. So I will take you along as I decorate the rest of the house if I get to it, and I will show you the pie when I'm finished making it. So that's what's happening. Okay, I don't think it turned out very good. It's not terrible, but I think I can do better. Good morning and happy Wednesday. You're in a different room today because I had this set up to take some video of the living room, so haven't moved everything back yet. Today, it is going to be like 95 degrees by me. I'm not sure why. My parents live in more inland, and usually they're a lot warmer than us, and they're only gonna be like 88 today. So really strange, but I'm gonna go to the beach. I was gonna go with my mom and my sister, but I don't think they're feeling very well. So I think I'm just gonna go solo, which is probably better because then I can actually get some reading done. We usually chat and stuff, which is so fun, but I'm gonna go and like read for an hour, soak up some sun, take some spooky mermaid beach photos, so it all kind of worked out. And then I think I'm gonna do a little bit of shopping before I come home and do some more work and some more errands and things. I'm bringing Alice in Zombieland with me, and then I'm gonna listen to School for Good and Evil, which came out today. I don't think I'm gonna watch it until this weekend though, so I can watch it with Jeff, and that'll give me more time to finish the audio, even though I've read it before. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go to Sprouts. I'm gonna get some sushi because it's Sushi Wednesday. We're gonna have a nice day today. Like, my house is super clean. My videos are almost edited. I feel very caught up this week, so I'm gonna get going. Hey guys, and happy Friday. It is 1 p.m. on October 21st. Haven't checked in for a second. I have not had the reading week that I was wanting. I have just been like kind of caught up in podcast land, and also the allergies are hitting me kind of hard, so I've just been kind of tired not doing as much. Anyway, I am still only like 3 hours into School for Good and Evil. I think I'm gonna stop listening to it, or only listen to like a little bit every day, and then start something else. I'm also still listening to The Creeps by John Connolly. I didn't want to like binge The Creeps. It's very fun, but it's like really wacky and over the top, and so sometimes I just don't like to listen to it for like hours on end. But today I'm staying home. I've edited most of this vlog, so that's good. And then I've done some work for today, and my goals are to finish filming the house tour because I need to do the kitchen and the office. The office is almost clean. I just have like a table here that I need to put away, clean it up, and then film. And then I need to clean a lot in the kitchen. I'm also making some spooky candles, so I might take you guys and show you that. But I think I'm gonna pick a new audiobook to start today to kind of get me back in the groove. I have some specific ones I'm saving for next week, for what I'm calling Halloween week, even though Halloween is technically the following Monday. So I think I'm gonna start Daughter of the Burning City. I've been wanting to read this every Halloween for like 3 or 4 years, and it's got like a circus vibe. I don't know if it's gonna be like spooky or anything, but I know it's got like a creepy carnival vibe. And it's like 13 hours, so hopefully I can finish it over the weekend. And then I have a whole lineup for next week that I will talk about in next week's vlog because we're gonna end this vlog on Sunday. My Kraken pie that I made that I haven't talked about yet did not go very well. I feel like if I practiced, it could come out really good, but I am just over it. I don't want to spend a lot of time doing that. I still haven't decorated the house for the pirate party, so I think I'm gonna make these cupcakes where you do like a sandy looking top, but it's just like crumbled cake, and then like a gold coin, either fake or chocolate. So they're like little treasure cupcakes. I think I'm gonna do that instead. My dad won't eat the berry pie, so I was gonna make another dessert anyway. So I figured I'd just make cupcakes and keep everybody happy. I thought about making rum cupcakes. I can't decide if I'm going to include my Halloween party in next week's vlog or if I'm going to make it a separate video. I might do a separate video for it because I'll be reading a couple things and stuff. So we'll just see. Anyway, I'm going to go film everything, start my new audiobook, work on some spooky candles, and the only other thing that I like have to do today is walk ledge. Last night we did some like late night shopping because Jeff really wanted tacos at this one place. It's a little further. So we went and he took me like to Home Goods and stuff like that. So that was really fun. But because of that, I didn't like read and listen to as much. I'm still doing good reading wise, not busting out quite as many as I want, but I have really big plans for next week. I have specific books that I'm very excited about. Anyway, I'm just gonna go get started. Let you know when I have some more updates. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is pipe some wax on here to make them like look like pie and dessert. So I'm like, got my melted wax and I'm like whisking it until it gets a little bit stiffer, but not too stiff. So I'll let you know how it goes. This is my first attempt at doing this. Okay, these two actually turned out pretty good. They're not exactly what I wanted. I was wanting more of like a piping look. This one kind of failed. You have to work really, really fast. But I still think they're cute for gifts. Okay, I think I figured it out. These look pretty dang good. I put some sprinkles in them. There's mixed reviews on whether or not you should do that. These are wax that I like made using silicone molds. So you gotta be careful burning this because it's above the candle. This one I didn't fill up too much because the wick was too low. But this one turned out so cute. I think it looks really good. So I'm gonna play around more with this for Christmas, but how adorable. Hey guys, and happy Saturday. It's 5 p.m. on Saturday. We had kind of a chill day today. I spent the day editing videos and I made ramen for lunch that I showed you earlier. Jeff actually made a pirate plank for the side of our house and I think some pirate signs. I didn't do any other pirate decorating yet. Might save that for next week's video. I did get 100 pages done in Alice in Zombieland today, so I only have 100 pages left. I'm going to bring this with us tonight because we are going to this local area where this entire neighborhood does a really big Halloween display, and one section of it is pirate themed, so we're gonna go get some inspiration. So I'll take you guys and show you that. We're gonna do a little night walk. We're gonna go have dinner at a place near there, and I'm gonna read on the way. It's only like 25 minutes away. That's my check-in for today. I only listened to like 20 minutes of my audiobook because I spent most of my time editing videos and doing things that I couldn't listen. That's what's happening right now. I'm gonna take you with us while we go look at some Halloween lights, and I will check in a bit. Good morning. It's Sunday, October 23rd at 9:30 a.m. We are getting ready to head over to my parents for today. Jeff has a D&D game that he's going to play with my sister and brother and her boyfriend. I think my mom and I are going to watch some Halloween movies together and kind of chill. Jeff and I are actually going to go to Spirit Halloween this morning. We're going to get some pirate boot covers. They're like just little pieces of like fake leather that go over your calf to look like a boot. I don't really like the look of them. He has absolutely nothing that will work for the pirate party. And then I think he's going to take me to TJ Maxx because it's right next to there. I'm bringing Alice in Zombieland with me so that I can get a big chunk of it done. I've got a graphic novel I'm bringing in the car. I'm gonna listen to some more of this. So I was kind of like scanning through the book. I put them in a pile as I'm reading them so that I can have them for my wrap-ups. And I was just kind of like looking through it, and I'm so glad I did because it has these really cool pages because the main character basically draws these illusions and they come to life and they like become her family. And so they've got like drawings of the different family members and then her like thoughts on them and what their personalities are. But then also the plot of the book is that someone murders one of them in the beginning and she didn't know that they could be murdered because they're like her illusions come to life. And so then you have the murderer's overlay over her drawings, and like the murderer has written about the family member, how easily they're killed and what could possibly kill them. So it's really good. I'm really liking it. I'm almost to the halfway point. I'm really going to try and finish this today, but it's going to be kind of hard since we're going to my parents. I want to start something new. Since this will be the last day for this vlog, I would really like to finish this today and start fresh for next week's vlog. So we'll see what I can get done. I'm going to take you with me. I'll take you shopping. If we do anything cool or if I read any more, I'll update you. Okay guys, we are back from my parents' house. Jeff played D&D with my brother and my sister, and then I watched School for Good and Evil with my mom, which was like almost a 3-hour movie and I didn't know that. I actually really liked it. It was a little bit on the cheesy side. The CGI was somewhat questionable at parts, but it did not follow the book very closely, so just kind of try and separate them in your mind. They are going to make a second one though, I think, or they're going to try to, so that's exciting. I got a little bit further into this on audio, but not much, and I didn't read any more of my book. I might tonight, I'm not sure. I'm gonna end this reading vlog here. We're gonna start a new one for next week. I'll finish my books next week, even though I didn't want to. I got some really good reading in this week, but I'm gonna try to push it a little bit more next week to cram in the little last bit of fall and Halloween reads. Stay tuned for more reading, more Halloween activities, and all that jazz. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time on The Bright Side.